So in this activity, Q Clubbers, I'm going to show you how to make a bird feeder. So this is part of the project where we're trying to encourage more wildlife into your chosen area. I hope you like the wings I've grown, especially for this task as well, look. Now, let's start with what you need from your box. First of all, you will need the peanut butter, and obviously you'll need some bird feed if we're going to be making a bird feeder. And you will also need the string that you will find in your box. Now there are a number of other items that are not in your box that we will also need, which is a toilet roll, and you'll need an old plate, or if you're in the garden you can use an old seed tray or something like that. You will also need a knife, and you will need a pair of scissors. So if you've got all of those things together, you're ready to make your bird feeder. So let's get started. Grab your toilet roll, and this is a very, very fun and messy job. You need to rub peanut butter all over your toilet roll. Now you need to really spread it on well, and I think that the little sachets that you are using will have quite a lot of oil in them, so it should stick quite well. Now the thicker it is, the better the seed will stick, and also the better the birds like it, because they like to peck away at it as well, and it gives them lots more protein. So the key to this is to try and cover it all over with a nice thick even layer. So you should have enough peanut butter in your one sachet to make one of these, but I've given you lots more birdseed if you've noticed. So if you wanted to collect more toilet rolls, and if you have some peanut butter at home, then you can make a number of these, as it's nice to have them in different places, different trees and different locations, so that you're trying to encourage a range and variety of different birds into your wild space. So if that's all kind of covered now, then you're ready for the next stage. So you get your tray or your plate or whatever you're using, and then sprinkle some of your birdseed out of your bag onto the plate or tray. Once you've put a nice even layer all the way across the plate, now's time to grab your toilet roll, and putting both fingers inside either side of your toilet roll, you can keep rolling it round and keep pressing it down. Now you might sometimes need to put more fingers in and press down really hard for it to stick on, and you can see that where it's stuck on more or best is where the peanut butter is thicker. So you may find that when you're doing this, you might see a spot that needs a little bit more peanut butter if it's a bit bare. So you can just go back in to your sachet and put a little bit more on there and press it all down. And remember, the thicker it is, the better. So if you can get it all on nice and thick to start with, then you won't have to top up as much. So keep doing this and pressing as much seed as you can all the way round the toilet tube until it's completely covered. So once you've done that part, you can get the string, and you need to cut off a length of string, and then you need to thread it through. The string's got to be long enough to go all the way through and up and over. So you'll be hanging this on a branch of a tree or something, so do make sure you've got enough string to make a good loop. So once you've threaded it through, just tie a knot at the top, and when you're tying the knot, or after you've tied the knot, what you can do is you can thread the knot through, so the knot is not showing and the knot is inside your bird feeder, and that will make it look a lot neater when it's hanging like this in the tree. Now, as I said previously, if you can collect lots of toilet rolls and you have got some peanut butter or something else you can use that does a similar job at home, it would be great to make lots of these, hanging them all over different trees, because you can try and attract different types of birds. With your John Muir notebook, you can now undertake a bird study. Sit in your wild space for 10 or 15 minutes watching your bird feeders to see what is attracted to it. Make a note of all the different types of birds that you see, or even the other animals. You might see a cheeky squirrel trying to take some seeds off of it. Make sure you've got your bird spotter book with you so you can identify any of the birds that you see. You could even look in your Wild and Wood book to see how to make a woodland den out of trees, branches and leaves to make your own bird hide. So that's all for this activity, Q Clubbers. Have fun and try not to make too much mess with all that birdseed and peanut butter everywhere. See you next time.